People are always going to have something to say about you. You got to find a way to just block it out and keep doing what you're doing and keep being great.
Kennedy Carter switches hands. Nobody has ever questioned. We were talking before the game about the battle she had with Enrique. She goes, it was physical. Carter inside, leans in. That's pretty for Kennedy Carter. Carter on the left.
Bad pass.
Carter, the quick move to spin. Oh! What a move, Kennedy Carter. Mabry. Carter from 17, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Her ability to read things and to recognize that she was all alone on an island. Carter there. Quick release. Jump ball there, going back to Chicago. But you just see how New York got back on defense, but Kennedy Carter with the ability in a one-on-one situation. Allen drops it off to Carter. Great to see her get going. Remember, she's been in foul trouble for most of the evening. Just her second field goal. Carter trying to go to work. Rattles in.
Doing a great job of coming up with that loose ball and converting.
6 seconds to go, opening quarter. Kennedy Carter, crossover to the rim. On a team that doesn't take a ton of threes in the Connecticut Sun. Only Dallas takes fewer threes. Carter, a little pirouette and a dance in the paint.
That side ball screen is really difficult to guard.
You called it. Kennedy Carter, a boost off the bench in a hurry.
I love Jewel Lloyd's mom.
The cameras love Jewel Lloyd's mom too. Sky fans gonna love that. Kennedy Carter. They call it what they want, is what Teresa Weatherspoon has said. Deflection. Sky is turning over the sparks, and Carter on the move. Back-to-back fast break points. Broadcast team. Jimmy Miller, Jason Ross Jr., Stephen Bardo, Lisa Byington, proud to bring you the Sky games all season long. Kennedy Carter lays it in. And Reese will bring it across. No one's stopping her. She feeds Carter, who steps back behind the three-point line on the way and knocks it down.
I'll tell you what.
Gives it up. 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Elizabeth Williams, Anya Nwede getting set to check in for Chicago. Nancy Allen whips the pass to Kennedy Carter. No problem on the post. Out into it here at Wintrust. Leads back up to double figures. How about Carter? Leaving everyone in her dust.
Berger misses all 3 free throws. Just a massive missed opportunity there for Indiana. And then Carter blows right by Berger to the bucket for the easy lay. Reese working Boston. 6 to shoot. Carter flips it up and in. Kennedy Carter just so difficult to stop off the bounce. And Clark, who hit her first 2 from downtown, has missed her last 5. Carter just blurs by Clark, who didn't turn around. And an easy 2 for Kennedy Carter. Here's Carter. Carter looking to take Wheeler. Carter insists her way to the cup. She has been terrific. Mabry doubled off to Carter. Her jumper is good. Which you love to see around young players like Reese, like Cardoso, and even Kennedy Carter, who's been through her own struggles early on in her W career. No struggles there as she flips it in, plus the foul, and a chance for 3 for Kennedy Carter. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists for Clark. Here's Evans kicking out. Carter, a 3 is good. Kennedy Carter is a bucket. Here's Clark. Blitz. Clark in trouble, and it's taken away by Carter. Carter lays it in. It's a 1-possession game.
Every time they make an attack on the rim, the defense sags in. They kick out opposite.
6 assists on 9 buckets. Carter has her first points tonight.
This is a veteran team sending a message.
Carter drills and knocks it down. A little shoulder shake. You know the reason for that. Got to find the flow and got to find her health. DeShields comes up with the ball. Here's Harrison. Spinning off and finishing out. She can't get it. Rims out. But Carter driving against Harrison. Cardoso with another rebound. And Carter with that speed goes all the way. Boy, microwave.
Carter in the paint, floated that up.
Yeah, right in that box and one area. Let's see if they try to get Mabry loose.
Here's Carter, just below the base. Foul line, excuse me, as she gets that to go. That was a smooth jumper. 48-40 lead here for Washington. Carter quickly down the floor, lays it up and in. Count the bucket. She's gonna get one more at the line.
These coaches are demonstrative with their instructions, as they should be.
Here's Carter, gets into the paint, puts that off the glass, lays it up and in. 19 points off the bench.
Today's starters out there for the Sky. Parker Tyus leaves it short. Played her first 6 years with Chicago. Kennedy, ride the Kennedy Express with her.
Man, beautiful move. That indicates the level of confidence that she's playing with right now.
Carter maybe finding her shot rhythm. Now Veronica Burton, that's her first three-point attempt. Woo. And Carter slithers through. Kennedy Carter, excuse us.
Player for the three, she's gonna get by you and attack that hip and finish at the rim.
Jump ball won there by Harrison. Carter turning on the Jets, getting right to the hoop. Lays that up and in.
She's just so rugged.
She's so overlooked too. With all the talk in this team, she's another player.
And Kennedy Carter's first points.
Eyes in the back of her head. It's not just her offense, it's her ability to see the game.
Carter penetrates.
Yeah, that's a beautiful cut. I mean, if you're overplayed, that's what you've got to do, and Mitchell knew it, and she's so quick.
Kennedy Carter trying to find a seam and gets wrapped up. Now the Fever have responded after a good start by the Sky here in the third. Carter off the bounce, the blow by.
Either they're going to continue to go to Carter because that is what has been.
Carter takes the contact, count the bucket.
That way she just took Camila Cardoso right off the bounce.
Kennedy Carter pulling up, count the bucket. +1 coming.
Scoring about 20% of her points on the defensive end with plays exactly like that. Live ball turnovers are deadly against the Wings.
Carter gets another one.
We just saw a glimpse of it, what happens when you have Camila Cardoso protecting the basket.
Gets another block. Cardoso is a machine back there. Carter gets it to go. One off of tying her career high at 14. Kennedy Carter, there's quickness and Kennedy Carter quickness.
Keep your eye on in this matchup on the bigs inside. Aaliyah Boston, Camila Cardoso. Of course, they played with one another in college, but they go at one another in this matchup.
And Kennedy Carter so smooth in the mid-range. Carter wants it in the post on Clark. Here is Kennedy Carter. The pull-up jumper is good. Kennedy Carter. Last 4 games for the first time in her career. Here's Carter trying from deep and hitting. Look out if Kennedy Carter adds. Carter hops in and floats it home. Kennedy Carter with 22.
I'll pull up for that short jumper. Or go the hole.
And Carter will look for hers. Why not?
Exactly. I'm like, oh, yeah, the open jumper, but layup's even better.
We talked about former teammates with the Liberty. Oh, Kennedy Carter. I know she likes the nickname Hollywood, but that was on the expressway. 20 or more point scoring games. She might get that. We're running out of time, but in the first quarter alone, Kennedy Carter.
He's got a mismatch or something. You better make an adjustment, because if you don't, she's going to keep coming right at you.
Kennedy Carter's going right at that Aces defense.
The players have green lights. They play with a ton of confidence.
Carter. Some showtime for Hollywood.
They're just going back and forth.
Carter. You're right. Now in Chicago, going against Courtney Williams, who reverse style went from Chicago to Minnesota. Kennedy Carter, baseline is pure. I think Cheryl Reeve had noticed that too, but elected not to challenge in that kind of position. Carter crossing over, gets another one. On a heater, Kennedy Carter with 13.
She's not a player, Zandalicini is not a player that the Lynx count on for a lot of points, but she is very much an offensive threat anytime she's on the court. She's got a nice stroke.
A quick 5 points, 6 for the game. Carter.
He surpassed 1,000 career points Friday against the Sun. That drive and layup balls for Kennedy Carter, and the Dream know absolutely what Kennedy Carter.
The ball isn't sticking to one side like it did in that second quarter of the New York Liberty game for Atlanta. It's moving side to side, being able to break down that defense and find the open man.
The bucket by Carter. And that is a surprise as well when you consider the Sky commit the most turnovers, the most fouls in the league. You would figure teams would be able to harvest free throws. Now, regardless, it is Atlanta's 17th turnover, which ties a season high. Carter, the hezzy, the leader, off, blasted in.
And Seattle jumping out, quick start in the first quarter, and Chicago's dealing with a little foul trouble.
Carter between the wickets, driving in again. Baseline right around Horston and scores. And have recently very, very effectively.
That is the Storm formula for this win streak.
Oh, jump shot by Kennedy Carter from about 20 feet. That looked in the paint without the help of Angel Reese in the third quarter. They outscored Seattle in the paint 22-6 in the third quarter. Carter the pull up, that's good, and it's an 8-point game.
Middle of it.
Here's Carter driving in on Horston, spinning, floating it up. Kennedy Carter, my goodness, she has.
Always keeping the double-double tracker on with Angel Reese at 13 straight WNBA all-time record. Carter working hard to get into the lane and finish with the right hand. You know how much Sky fans would love that if we just might have everyone? Kennedy Carter, a burst into the front court, and 2 more. In the blink of an eye, and the Sky are up 3 on an extended run. Cardoso will whip it out. I've loved the ball movement over the last couple of games for the Sky. Can it turn into a 3? It does! Under a minute to go in the fourth, Kennedy Carter. This is who you want the ball with under a minute to go, and she cashes in to give the Sky a 3-point lead.
Under 30 seconds to go in the first. Carter on the move, puts it up and through. A 5-point advantage for the Sky.
To Weatherspoon, we saw her honored moments before. Now I'll give that to you, Grady. As Chennedy Carter gets the shot.
And I'm looking at the stats, but both these teams, New York has 64 shot attempts to Chicago's 61. Chicago's got to be efficient offensively. They have 16 turnovers.
Finish up the game against Connecticut before the break. Chicago will be at Vegas. Kennedy, there you go. And if she heats up,
The season out with injury. It's great to see her be able to get herself back. Reese frustrated, thought she should have gotten the pass inside instead of Carter. So quick. June 27th. The Sky not a huge three-point shooting team. Very capable, but they only average about 4 a game. The shot clock down to 5. There's Carter again. Just the effort and the cut on the baseline. She took their call because she had retired. Carter in the paint, gets it. First points this quarter. You coached. How much do you love a player that loves to go get the O-boards?
And especially when they're 6'7", that they want to move around. They're not just stationary.
Yeah, she's great with her foot. Allen with the cut. Shot clock down to 5. Carter with the ball in her hands. Getting some help on the baseline. Gets it.
Here's what
Carter muscles her way up. The and one. 2:20 left in the game. It's a 3-point lead for the Sky. Carter on the attack.
Carter pulls up, and that's the dimension of her game. If she can have that, Mary, just so strong. Both these teams an identical 12 of 25 from the field. 48%. We're all knotted at 30 apiece. Approaching the 7-minute mark here in this first half. Carter, free throw line check. Puts Chicago back in front.
In WNBA history than Diana Taurasi, more than 10,500 and counting.
And look at that assist.
Chennedy Carter elevating and hitting.
Yeah.
Shot clock getting very low. Cloud recognizes, rises, fires off the mark. Good defense by Chicago. Carter pushing pace. Woohoo! Nobody made her pick up ball. Long rebound.
Cunningham did not block out. Carter stayed right there, knew it was short. She came up with the offensive rebound.
She is so shifty with the basketball. And
Carter from the right elbow, spotting and staring down the Connecticut bench.
And it makes it difficult on the defense if she's going to hit down that elbow jump shot.
Carter, great dribble drive along the baseline.
Traded to the Connecticut Sun. Vegas opens up 0 for 5 here to start.
And Coach Weatherspoon had thrilling things to say about Onyenwere and how she's got into the starting lineup.
Single digits on the shot clock. Carter pulls tough shots. Carter pulls up, ties it at 32. Carter penetrating, count the bucket, body bucket and one for Chennedy. 20 points in the paint for the Sky. They're the best in the league in terms of finding points in the paint. Carter for 3. And they give it to Carter. Young defending. Carter, no way to go. 15 seconds to shoot. Carter for 3. That's a long 2. They're going to have to review it. Allen. Onyenwere's not in there. Banham is in instead. Here's Carter with the crossover for the tie. Counts! With .8 on the clock.
This is what you get with Carter back in the lineup. The pace. Pull up 15-footer. She connects. 3 boards shy of her 26th double-double. Chennedy Carter doing it all herself. 9th rebound of the game. She's 1 rebound shy of a double-double, and dare I say, also on triple-double watch with 6 assists. Add 2 more to the points total.
That's what Diamond DeShields was trying to do the last time she went to contest De'Erica Hamby's transition layup. Great adjustment by the vet.
Carter slicing and dicing through the defense. What a night for Chennedy Carter.
Shimmy, no one has figured out how to stay in front of this first step of Chennedy Carter. Not a single player has. Gets down in the lane and 1. Again, just her 10th game of the season. Chennedy Carter, why not? All the time in the world to drain that. Shout out teacher Mo. Pull up, Carter, stick it.
I mean, this is also how Dallas scores too. They are number 2 in the league in points in the paint. And as well as...
Big game for the Sky with Atlanta's loss earlier today. Trying to get that 8th playoff spot. Chennedy Carter wants to will them to the postseason. 27 points today.
Aaliyah Edwards is a post player, but you're not going to put her in the tall girl box. She actually scores most of her points on that jumper that you just saw. Washington leads the WNBA in their percentage of points off 3-pointers, and I know that Teresa Weatherspoon is aware of that. It's a nice mid-range jumper by Chennedy Carter.
Half of the Mystics' first point. She's got 6 of the first 12.
I mean, she's 1 for 3 from the 3-point, so make her a jump shooter. Make her a 3-point shooter tonight.
I say that tongue-in-cheek for
somewhere.
those who are literally taking me literally. Here's Chennedy Carter, a long 2. Edwards with 13 points. Midway through the 3rd quarter, give and go. Chennedy Carter pulls up. Boy, she could just stop on a dime on the baseline.
Carter, she did not play in the last matchup. Hits the free throw line jumper. come into this game hitting just 1 of her last 14 from 3. And even though that was not a 3, it was inches away. Carter showing her. Carter picks up the dribble, gets it back, and connects again. Collier off on 3. Minnesota is 1 of 7 from deep. Chicago, meanwhile, has made 4 consecutive shots, make it 5 after that one rolls in for Chennedy Carter.
That was solid half-court defense right there from the Chicago Sky. Minnesota worked the ball around and found a shot with a hand in the face.
Carter hits the three-pointer. To Harrison, Onyenwere, Allen, back to Carter, where it all started. And Chennedy Carter drops a three-pointer.
Nate Tibbetts saying in the pregame that Ka will be day-to-day. Just the 2nd game of the season that Ka has missed. Chennedy sizes it up from distance. Everyone getting involved in the three-point party. Allen working off the screen. No, looks it to Chennedy Carter. Whoa, beautiful play by the Sky.
Isabel Harris switched off on that, and it just kind of put Dana in a really tough position.
Dana Evans whips the pass to Chennedy Carter.